Hello everyone, my name is Jamie and I want to welcome you back to my channel where we review, demo, and discuss makeup and give commentary on the beauty community as a whole. So today I am super excited because in celebration of Juneteenth, which is coming up on Saturday, I am going to be doing a demo of all black owned beauty brands. So if you have been watching my channel from the beginning, you probably have heard me speak about wanting to do this for quite a while now. What took me so long is I wanted to accumulate a lot of different products from brands that range in price point. So I have items that go all the way from drugstore prices all the way up through luxury brands. It took me a little bit to slowly accumulate all of them. Some of them I already had, some of them I didn't, but I'm really excited to show these off to you. In addition to these products being black owned, they are, I believe almost all of them, if not all of them, are independently owned. So when you purchase from these companies, you are indeed purchasing from small businesses, which is an added bonus. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be starting off with are my eyes as per usual. I have already primed my eyes. Unfortunately, I was not able to get an eye primer from a black owned brand. I wanted to get one by Juvia's Place, one of the brands I'm going to be featuring today. However, they didn't have the color that I needed in stock because it's new and it's super popular and it was flying off of the shelves. So I just used my Gerard Cosmetics eye primer. I already primed my face and I did something a little bit different. I primed my face using a sunscreen. If you are one to take care of your skin, you know that you should be using sunscreen every single day. That is the most important step in any skincare routine, especially during your daytime hours. This brand is called Black Girl Sunscreen, and this is the Make It Matte sunscreen for the face. It's SPF 45, and this has almost like a silicone consistency, very similar to silicone-based face primers that you would typically use for foundation. So I put this on. I've used this before underneath makeup. It works really well, and one of the reasons why this brand was developed is it's very difficult for women of color to find sunscreens that do not leave a white cast all over their face. And I'm pretty fair skinned and I struggle with that with a lot of different sunscreens. So this has zero white cast. I will show you what it looks like. See that? It's a gel. It's just like a clear gel. You just put it over your face. I do 3 pumps, put it on my face, and then I'm good to go. It is very lightweight. It's not heavy. A lot of people don't like using sunscreens because they don't like the feeling, that heavy feeling that comes with it. Very lightweight, and it feels really nice going under makeup. Now, in full transparency, the one thing that did take me some getting used to with this product is you have to wait for the skincare underneath it to fully absorb to your skin before you put it on top if you want it to go on nice and smooth. So after your moisturizer, wait like 5 minutes and then put this on top. If not, it'll kind of have a little bit of a difficult time working into the skin. It won't look bad. It doesn't pill or anything like that, but you have to kind of work at it a little bit more to get it to absorb. But if you just wait a few minutes, like I would say between 3 and 5 minutes, you should be good to go. This product is, I believe, $17.99 at Target. All right. So with all that being said, the palette that I'm going to be using today is the Festival by Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is at Ulta over in the drugstore section. It's an inexpensive brand. Most of their products are under $25. And the pan size, I mean, look at how big these pans are. They're known for having super pigmented eyeshadows that perform extremely well. This is my third or fourth palette. No, I want to say my fourth palette that I've purchased from Juvia's Place thus far. I've liked everything that I've gotten from them so far, and I'm definitely a fan. One thing that Juvia's Place has is like a strong African aesthetic. I do not know what country the owner came from, but she is an immigrant from the continent of Africa. So she brought a lot of the influences from that over into the aesthetics of her brand. And a lot of the shades in her products are named after African words. Okay, I'm gonna start off with this shade here. That is Manabu right here. It's a nice peachy shade, which I'm actually going to be using as a blush later on. So I figure I can kind of have that color go throughout in the face. I'm gonna try my best. Actually, you know what? Let me put my hair up. All right, let's try that again. So I'm using a large fluffy brush just to get this color into the crease. It's blending so far effortlessly over the primer. Next, I'm going to use a smaller brush to go in with that blue shade, and I'm gonna go on the outer portion of the eye. So do you guys have any plans for Juneteenth this year? We celebrated at home last year because of the pandemic. Obviously I couldn't go anywhere that like had crowds, even with it being outside. Like outside of protests, I did go to some Black Lives Matter protests last summer, but I figured that was more for human rights cause, not necessarily just for entertainment purposes. So my husband and my kids, we just did like a small, like, you know, celebrated with some food. We got some, I could not find strawberry soda anywhere. So we had to use fruit punch for the red beverage. And, you know, we talked to the kids about why Juneteenth exists and what happened. I just really learned about Juneteenth a couple years ago. But once I learned about the story of that, I just said, you know what, that is going to be my Independence Day. I never felt right, like, celebrating 4th of July. Like, I mean, obviously, like, okay, who doesn't like hot dogs and hamburgers, right? Like, I don't mean in that way. But, like, emotionally, fully embracing the meaning of the holiday. Because, like, yeah, it's great that the United States, you know, declared its independence from England. However, my people weren't independent at that time. My people were still enslaved. So it kind of had like a weird meaning to me, or for me. I'm gonna go in with a medium size, medium to large fluffy brush and just kind of blend these colors into each other. But you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not alone in feeling that way and feeling like it. And with all of the things that have been going on the last several years with the rise of the Black Lives Matter movement, it just kind of cemented in my mind that 4th of July is not really a holiday that I care to celebrate anymore. If I got like an invite, like after the pandemic, if I got an invitation to go to like a barbecue or something like that, I'd probably go. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like super excited for it, like barbecue at my house, that kind of thing. It's just another day that's nice because my husband gets off of work. Kind of like President's Day. Like, yeah, it's like, it's there, but like, I don't really, quote unquote, like celebrate it. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that if you still celebrate 4th of July that I think that that's wrong, because I don't. It's just a personal thing. I am very, very excited for this year. I think we are going to go, like the church that my husband, children, and I have been attending recently, we've been attending virtually. They are having a Juneteenth event. And there's gonna be food and I'm guessing some speakers, that kind of thing. So I think we're gonna go to that. I'm gonna go into the color Oro next. I'm just gonna be layering them. Like the blue, then the yellow, then the blue. But I'd love to know how you guys are celebrating Juneteenth. Oh, that actually reminds me. So I'm going to be doing a giveaway this video. I mentioned it a little bit ago that I was going to be doing it, and I am going to be giving away this palette. This is mine, but I have another one that has not been used. The Nostalgia palette by Ace Beauty, which is a Black-owned brand. Isn't that pretty? I used this in a previous video and I was super happy with the quality. So I'm gonna be giving it away to one of you guys. So I want you to watch to the end of the video and I will tell you guys how you can enter to win. But the past several months, actually, I have been prioritizing purchasing from both independent and brands owned by people of color, not just Black-owned brands, like Latin-owned brands as well. Because I think it's important. I guess it's a small way to kind of give back to the community. And I think it's really important to support small businesses, especially like with the pandemic. I think if anything, that should give us a newfound appreciation for small businesses, because a lot of them didn't make it. I mean, heck, a lot of major brands didn't make it. Right, next, I'm gonna go in with the gold color. Like with the, just going onto the brush, it feels so creamy. That blends so lovely. I'm gonna use the medium fluffy brush and go in with the Manual shade and just kind of punch that up a little bit. So how are you guys feeling about going, like life kind of resuming back to normal? I went to Michael's yesterday with my daughter to go pick up some yarn. I'm gonna be crocheting her a blanket. But at any rate, she said, "Mom, why are there so many people without masks in the store?" And I kind of explained to her how our governor is no longer making a requirement, so people don't have to, and because they don't have to, they're choosing not to. So not only that, but you know, people, the CDC saying when people are vaccinated, they don't have to, that whole thing. I am wearing a mask until we reach herd immunity. So, and I don't know how long that's going to be, but that's what I'm going to do. And like just explaining to her why, like my rationale behind that. But for the time being, oh, and I'm using this shade Yuli just to highlight my brow bone. So I'm not opposed to completely going back to normal. Like not going back to normal, like doing more things out of the house. But I just want to be really cautious because having been through COVID, I know how effed up it can be. So I do not ever want to deal with that again for the rest of my life. So I'm probably being a little bit more cautious than I need to be, but that's just how it's going to be, at least for me. So for me, going to the Juneteenth celebration with my church, that would be a pretty big step as far as I'm concerned. And I'm gonna take that color and use a really small brush and put it in my inner corner for a highlight. But that's the eye so far. What do you guys think? And the thing is, because I mean, even though it's only a 9-pan palette, there's so many different colors and they blend so easy. You can do a lot of different looks with it. That's why I like it. You know what? Let me just go in with a little bit of this salmony coral color. And it blends. It's very, even though the colors are bright and bold, it's beginner friendly in the sense that it doesn't take a lot of work to blend them out. It does a lot of the work for you. So I have that done for now. I'll get back to the eyes in a little bit, but next I'm gonna do my base. And for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Say What foundation, Weightless Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation by Uoma Beauty. And the owner of Uoma Beauty started was one of the people, I should say, one of the people that started this pull up or shut up movement, or which morphed into the pull up for change movement, which holds companies accountable to hiring Black employees, not just like lower level employees, but employees within the C-suite of organizations, because all of these organizations last year were all about Black Lives Matter, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's great, but what are you doing to contribute to, lifting up the Black community? Anybody can say Black Lives Matter because it's a trend, but are you actually taking, the measures that it takes to have representation, fair representation within your company? African Americans make up approximately 13% of the population in the United States. So for companies, it's not unfair to request that they have that 13% of their employees at each level are African American. And in addition to using this foundation, I'm also going to be using the Insta Bake Concealer by Bakerie. And Bakerie is so cute. Like, they have like the cutest little aesthetic. I also got this set called the Cake to Go set from them. And it comes with a setting powder, a beauty blender type sponge, or an egg as they call it, and a setting spray. Let me show you how their setting powder comes. Look, it comes in a little flower bag. It is called the Better Not Bitter flower. And like, it has like little nutrition facts that has their ingredients list and everything. Like, I just find their aesthetic so adorable. This would be like, baking spray. It's called the Prayer of a Sweets Lover setting baking spray. And then these, the sponge. You can buy each of these products individually, but you get a deal if you buy it as a set. And the other way these eggs come, you could buy 6 of them, and it comes in a little egg carton. It's super, super cute. This foundation, I have used it before because I wanted to play around with it. So the foundation, it's a liquidy foundation. It's very, very liquidy. However, it packs a punch. This sponge is so soft. I love how it just pats the makeup into my skin. But yeah, the foundation is liquidy, which normally you would think like, oh, I'm not gonna get the color payoff that I need if I want full coverage. But no, you can get a very, very full coverage with this foundation. Sponge, I love it. 10 out of 10. It's super soft, which allows you to get into the crevices of your face. Now that I have my foundation on, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I hate matching concealers online or face products online because you don't know what you're gonna get. Like with the Uoma Beauty, there's actually a really specific quiz that you take that directs you to your color, and it works. Like, it got me the exact color that I needed. With this concealer, the first time I got it from Ulta, I unfortunately had to exchange it because it was like way too deep. And then I got this one, and it's still a little bit too deep. Like, it's fine for concealing like dark marks and stuff like that, but like for highlighting, which is what I primarily use concealer for, it's just a little bit too dark for me. It's too close to my skin tone. I need like 1 to 2 shades up. But it's really good quality. I love the doe foot applicator. You see how pointy that gets? That allows for precise application. All right, let's set the face. And once you take it out of the bag, this is what it looks like. I got it in this shade Cassava. So they have a translucent version, and then they have a lighter yellow, which is what I got. They have a deeper yellow, called Plantain. And I believe they have a brown shade. And this is what it looks like coming out. Like a subtle yellow color. And I'm just taking a large powder brush and I'm just gonna lightly set my face. That's nice. It doesn't feel too drying. It definitely mattifies. And I'm sure that this is good for baking, which I don't do most of the time. Nice summer powder, because I tend to get really shiny. Like in the summertime, I skew oily. The next beauty brand that I'm going to be showing you is Ace Beauty. This has been featured on my channel before, and the palette for the giveaway is by this brand too. This brand is featured frequently in BoxyCharm, so that's how I've gotten these products. And this is the Bronzed in Paradise palette, and it comes with 4 different bronzer shades and a mirror. Oh shoot, before I bronze, the other thing I got from Uoma Beauty is the Double Take Contour and Highlight Stick. I can't believe I did that before I set my face. Let me try to use this real quick. I'm gonna use it over top of the powder. Let's see how this goes. So I'm gonna contour real quick and then I'm gonna bronze. I'm just taking this, blending that. And this comes in multiple colors. It blends out super easy. And this is going on fine over top of the powder. It's not giving me like any kind of weird texture or whatever, which is nice. Because I don't contour all the time, which is why it was so easy for me to forget that step. Because it's not something that I do very often. I wouldn't say very often. It's something I don't do all the time. And really, I could use this instead of a bronzer. Typically, I do one or the other, not both. But for today, I am going all out, the full fantasy. Okay, so on this side is the contour, and then the other side is like a highlight. And it's like a subtle glow, kind of a highlight. It just gives the skin like a nice, like a healthy glow. I need to get a good angled brush. This one is by Luxie, and it's okay, but I need something a little bit stiffer. So do you see that? It just kind of gives like a nice glow. Nice highlight under the eyes. I'm glad I did remember that, because this is my highlighter for today. Now, let's go in with the bronzer. I'm gonna go with this, the second to lightest shade right here. Just a little bit, because I already contoured some. So now that I have that done, I have my bronzer on, I'm gonna go back into the palette and I'm gonna use the shade Manual to do my blush. Now to continue the eyes. I'm gonna take the blue shade Abba. I'm gonna use a small flat brush and I'm gonna carry that shade underneath the eye. And just like that. Without any color, just to kind of blend it out, just to smoke it out just a tad. Next, I'm gonna go in with the shade Oro, the yellow mustardy shade. And next, the gold shade Adagu. Okay, and last but not least, the white shade Uli. All right, now that we have that, let's move on to eyeliner. This is the Precision Eyeliner in the shade Blackout by Black Opal. Now, Black Opal is a brand that's been around for quite a while that was developed specifically to be marketed to Black women, right? What a lot of people don't know is that Black Opal was not a Black-owned company. However, within the last, I want to say year or two, it did get bought out by two Black women. So now it is a Black-owned business. So Black Opal is a very inexpensive drugstore brand. And I would say the quality is not top tier. You know, it's one of those cases where you get what you pay for, but it's by no means bad, you know. So with this eyeliner, you have to build it up a little bit. Like, it's not gonna be super, super dark, like right off the gate. But if you build it up, you'll get your nice black. Next, my mascara is also from Black Opal. It's the Color Splurge Super Volumizing Mascara in the color black. And this has a very large brush, nice curve to it. Would I say it's super volumizing? No, I wouldn't. I would say that it definitely gives the lashes a nice coat of color. Editing Jamie here. So I just want you guys to know that after I finished filming, I got a closer look at my lashes with the mascara, and I would say I would probably skip it. I don't think I would purchase this again if given the chance. I did like the eyeliner, but the mascara, for it to be a volumizing mascara, I just don't think it did enough to my lashes to warrant a second purchase. All right, that's it. Bye. Let me do my eyeliner on my bottom lashes. Yeah, I would say this isn't my favorite mascara. I would definitely use this. This would be the mascara that I use underneath false lashes. Next, we're going on to lips. And the lip liner that I'm gonna be using is by a brand named Mented. This is a brand by two women who developed a brand initially to create lip products that cater to Black women. But since then, they've branched out into a lot of different products, such as blushes. I think they may actually have complexion products, but they're definitely most well known for their lip products. And this is in the shade M5, and you can purchase this at Ulta.com. Have that. And this is a brand called the Lip Bar, which is at both Target and Target.com. And this lipstick is in the shade Cocoa Cooler. Look at the component of that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. And this is the inside, the Lip Bar. And like Mented, they were developed to create lip products that cater specifically to Black women. But when I say cater to Black women, it's to create shades that will work with deeper skin tones. It's not to say that everybody can't use them. Okay, I've got that one. It's nice and buttery. And last but not least is the lip gloss. Okay, so for the lip gloss, I'm going to be using the Opulust lip gloss by Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath is a super high-end brand. However, I bought the lip gloss in a set of 3 in the little minis, and that was $25 at Sephora. And you get 3 of these little things for $25. I believe for the full size, they cost $30 to $35. But let me tell you, this stuff right here, oh my God, the pop that it gives to your lips, it is stunning. And it's so glittery and sparkly, but you don't feel any of the glitters. It doesn't feel chunky at all. It's nice and smooth. Oh gosh, it's such a beautiful, beautiful formula. Before I wrap up, I'm going to spray this, use this setting spray. All right, and oh, the way that smells. It's like a subtle smell, but it's nice. It gives a nice glow to the skin. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so this is a final look. Okay, so normally I would wrap up and end the video, but we have a giveaway to do. So in order to enter the giveaway, I need you to comment below one video idea you would like to see on the channel, and you need to leave me a way to contact you, whether that be a Twitter handle, an email address. Like, I have to have a way to be able to contact you so I can get your address, okay? So one video idea that you would like to see on the channel and a way for me to contact you, okay? And here's what it looks like. Once again, this is the Nostalgia palette by Ace Beauty. Really, really beautiful one. Full disclosure, although the palette has never been used before, it will not come in the original unit carton. However, it'll have the plastic insert. You'll see that it's never been touched or anything like that. It just doesn't have the original box. But if you're interested, please definitely enter. I'm looking forward to giving that away to one of my viewers. All right, so with all of that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for coming to my channel today. I hope that you were introduced to at least one brand you didn't know about before, if not a few. I wish you guys a happy week, and I wish you guys a happy and safe Juneteenth. Take care, everybody. Bye.